Hi guys, I'm back for another Clean Beauty 5x5. So if you've never heard of this before or have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm going to direct you to the last video I posted from this series, and I'll include something on one of these sides. I don't know which side. And I talk a little bit about what the Clean Beauty 5x5 is. The first one I did was for foundation, and I went through 5 days of different foundations, all in the clean beauty space. And based on your request from that video, I'm actually gonna be doing bronzer this week. I do have some foundation on. In case you're wondering, I'm using the Vapor Soft Focus Atmosphere Foundation. If you wanna learn more about it, check out that video. I'll also include it below. But I thought I would try out some bronzer for you guys this week. I have a bunch of different options. Today, let's start out with one that I'm actually about to get rid of, but not because I didn't use it. I used it for a long time, and it is the Beauty Counter, which color is it? The matte bronzer. You can see it's gotten a lot of love. The packaging gets really beat up, and let's get rid of that hair. And I've hit pan on it. I'm not getting rid of it because I've hit pan or because it looks like this. I'm getting rid of it simply because I think there's better options out there. Note, I am not a Beauty Counter consultant. I got this when I did my trial of different Beauty Counter products to see how they held up. And again, I'll include a link up here and down there. This was one of the products that I actually really liked. I will say the ingredients are not the most amazing, but they're pretty clean. And it was about as good as it could get when it came to pressed bronzer at the time. Things have gotten much better since then, which I'll explore the rest of the week. But if you're into Beauty Counter, if that's your thing, no judgment here. I totally get it. And I just wanted to include this as an option and also chat about why I don't really use it anymore. Now, keep in mind, I am not a makeup artist, so like, don't judge how I do this. So there you have it. That is the Beauty Counter bronzer. Why I don't really use it anymore. Partially because there are just better ones out there with better ingredients in them, so why not upgrade? But also because I find that you have to use a lot for it to have an impact, and I didn't realize that until I tried some of the newer things that are out there, but you kind of have to put on a lot for you to see it, if that makes sense. But I don't know, something about it. Maybe it's a bad taste in my mouth from Beauty Counter, because I get like pitched by someone every single day, but I really don't judge people who do this kind of stuff. That's totally their call. It's just not my thing. But yeah, I thought I would include it if you're into it, and I'll take you guys outside so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so this is it. I don't think I did a very good job blending it, but this side might be way darker. But yeah, it's an option. Not my favorite option, but it's an option. Hi. So it's been about 12 hours. And there's like nothing on my skin, actually. I'm glad I wore this for a really long time. So that's why I'm getting rid of the Beauty Counter bronzer. And for those of you who swear by it, this is just my personal opinion on it. And also I was looking at prices. I was planning things out for the week and what I'm gonna do when, and I was looking at price points for each of these, and this is the most expensive one. I didn't realize it was $40. I think because I like got a discount, I didn't realize how expensive it was, but yeah, it's $40. Definitely do not need to spend $40 on that. Tomorrow, new bronzer coming your way. That was so weird. Oh my God. I'll be honest, not really interested in wearing makeup today, and probably wouldn't normally, especially because I'm going to yoga and I'm just like doing work around the house. So normally would not be wearing makeup today, but here I am. I put on a very, very light layer of this Vapor Atmosphere Luminous Foundation. So it's an option if you don't want to use the soft Atmosphere foundation, especially for like lightweight coverage. But this is not about foundation. Let's talk bronzers. Because I'm like really not in the mood to be wearing makeup anyway, I figured I'm gonna use something that I already know that I really like and think is a great option. So I'm gonna be talking about the Well People Bio-Base Baked Bronzer. That's a mouthful. I think it's a really solid foundation. I will say it's not my favorite foundation. We'll get to that one later in the week. I wanted to put it on a day when like I actually want to be wearing it, but it's a really solid option. Let's put this on. This is a really, really just like baseline nice bronzer. It reminds me a lot of the Hoola bronzer from Benefit, like back in the day if you ever used that stuff. Yeah, I think it's a really good option, and I will take you outside and show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Pretty nice, light layer. Not a whole lot still on my face. That's just the truth. I did go to yoga, so I don't know what would really last through yoga super well, but yeah, not a whole lot on my face still. A little bit. You can kind of see a little bit. It's a nice like bronzy glow, I would say. I like this one. The ingredients are like pretty good. The price is pretty good, and it's a pretty accessible product. So if you're looking to make the switch, I think it's pretty decent. Not the best one I've tried, and clearly not the most long lasting, but we'll see how the other contenders hold up. Ah, it smells good in here. I just got out of the shower. Okay, let's get to the bronzer. This is the Han. I don't know. I feel like if I was in Canada, I'd say Han, but in the States, people usually say Han. So Han Skincare Cosmetics All Natural Bronzer. I love this one. I've only recently gotten into it, but I just found the quality to be really, really good. And the price is amazing, and the ingredients are really good. So it kind of has everything going for it. So I'm excited to share this one with you. And this is in Malibu. As you can see, like a little bit goes a long way, which I love. I hate having to do like multiple layers of it, which I find with the other two that I've used so far, that's kind of the case. This just like one and done. Okay, see, it's like so warm. I love this one so much. I think it's the best one so far. So stay tuned till the end of the day. Hopefully it holds up. All right. That is like a solid bronzy glow right there. This one definitely has held up the best of any of the other ones, and I'm into it, especially because I got my eyebrows done today. So she was like playing around all up in there, and it still looks really nice. So coming out on top here, Han Cosmetics Skincare. I don't know. This is why I should not be allowed to have a glass of wine before filming any of these videos. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, good morning, another day. I just put the Kaya Weiss foundation on. It's pretty light for me. I have some thoughts on this, but I'm not gonna share them in this video. So if you wanna hear more about my thoughts on this, let me know and I will talk about it in another video. But today we're talking about bronzer. This is the Lily Lolo, this is the backside of the pressed bronzer in Miami Beach. I have not tried this yet. So I'm gonna be giving you my initial reactions on this one. I've heard great things about it. I love Lily Lolo as a product line. They're really affordable, pretty good ingredients. Let's give this one a go. Clearly I need some color on this face. I look sick right now. I feel like when I put it on, you're not even seeing it. I have to put on like 3 layers of this. And then it looks nice, but definitely not like yesterday's, you put on like 1 layer and you can see it. This is like a couple layers. It's nice and warm. It has a bit more of like an orangey-ish look to it than yesterday's, but it's nice. Yeah, pretty good thoughts. I'm just gonna add a little bit more kind of all over my face because that foundation was very light and did some weird stuff to my skin, so. And today's look. I mean, it looks really nice, I think. Definitely adds like a nice bronzy look to it, almost like contour. Maybe because I'm looking so pale right now. Ooh, that's not a good look for me. But yeah, let's tune in at the end of the day and see how it holds up. Okay, so end of day. It's actually slightly earlier because I need to get this foundation off my face. I feel so dry and itchy. Don't want to turn this into a foundation video, but check out this bronzer. Look at it. It's like has not moved. Maybe that has to do with the foundation. I don't think so, but so clearly the Lily Lolo bronzer holds up. I'm very, very impressed. I think I prefer the Han like color of it. It's a little bit, I'm really bad at describing this. It's not warmer, they're both warm. This one's just like slightly more orangey and that one is a little more browny. So I just prefer the other one, but this still held up really, really well. So last day, tomorrow. Let's see how the last ones turn out. I thought for the last day I would do some cream bronzers. So I'm gonna do 2 different options, 1 on each side. They're slightly different colors, so it might be kind of funny, but I wanted to try and incorporate as many as I could into this video. So that's what I'm doing. On my face today, I have the Kosas tinted skin oil that I used a couple days ago. Definitely not the Kaya Weiss foundation. I actually ended up breaking out. It's covered now, but I broke out a bunch from it. So again, not a foundation video. So I'm gonna go through each of these and give you my feedback. So this one is the Rituel de Fille. It's actually technically a blush, but I don't know who would use this as a blush color. Actually, everything about it has wiped off. Like, I've hit pan on this. I love this stuff so much. I've been using this for a really long time. It's really, really good for contouring. Sometimes I use this plus a pressed bronzer, but sometimes I just use this. Depends on how I'm feeling. But yeah, I'm gonna go in and use this on one side. And then on the other side, I'm gonna use the Baruti bronzer. Baruti bronzer? This one is from RMS. I will say I'm not as into the color of the RMS one. It's a cooler toned one versus a warmer toned brown. So it might look kind of silly doing one on each side, but you do what you gotta do. And then I'll let you guys decide on that. So I'm gonna start with the Rituel de Fille. I usually just use my finger and place a little bit on my cheekbones, some on my forehead, side of my nose, and underneath my chin. And then I go in with a beauty blender. You can also use a brush if you want, and just mix that in. I just brightened it up a little bit so you could see a little bit better. I'm curious to hear your thoughts comparing these two, because I really think it comes down to a preference thing more than anything. It's not really like one is that much better than the other one. Do this guy. Definitely not as creamy. You kind of have to warm your finger in it a little bit to really be able to get, okay, literally nothing is coming off on my finger. You can't even see any of it. This has never happened to me before with this. Oh my God. Okay, a lot on my finger now. Let's try this. Oopsie. So you kind of, I guess after a while, it's probably been sitting in there for a few weeks now because I don't use it very often. I guess it kind of hardens on the top, and you need to go in and with your finger and kind of dig in there. So there's that. So yeah, this is the warmer side. This is the cooler side. I really think it's just a preference thing at the end of the day, and apparently you kind of have to work this in a little bit. Okay, so this is giving you a good look. This is the Rituel de Fille. This is the RMS. Definitely cooler, warmer. I probably wouldn't just wear this on its own. As you can tell, I'm still looking pretty pale. So normally I'd put some pressed bronzer on top of this, but yeah, showing you guys what we're working with here. So I think this would be, either one would be really good for contour on its own, but you could definitely put a lot more on if you wanted to. Hello. So it's kind of like, I feel like it's really bright lighting in here, but actually both held up super well. I'm gonna go out there on the limb and I'm gonna say that the RMS one held up a little bit better than the Rituel de Fille. It almost just like looks like I naturally have very defined cheekbones, and like it's been like 12 hours. So that's that. I think it was a good week. I have to sneeze. Woo. As I was saying, went through a lot of different bronzers. I feel like unlike the foundation week, there's kind of a clear winner, but it also depends on if you're into pressed bronzer or cream. I also didn't do any like stick bronzers. There's so many out there, but the whole point of this is to try and help you narrow it down. And I would say when it comes to pressed bronzers, the clear winner was Han Skincare Cosmetics, whatever you want to call it. I'll include it down below. Their bronzer really just like kind of came out on top. I thought it was awesome. And then in terms of cream, I think both are really good options. It just kind of depends on preference, and yeah, if you like something that's warmer toned or cooler toned. But to be honest, the cooler tone one kind of became a bit warmer when it was on my skin all day, and both lasted really, really long. So it's really just all about preference and what you're into. I'm including a like more detailed review of everything in the description box below. So I go through each in terms of like my feedback on them, packaging, price, overall thoughts, all the links, all that good stuff in the description box. So definitely head down there and check out some of the products and see if there are ones that you like. I'd love to hear your feedback. If I missed any products that you absolutely love, definitely let me know in the comments and let me know what you want to see coming up next. I got some requests for highlighters, so I'm thinking highlighters, but I also feel like concealer would be a really good one. So let me know which products you want to see reviewed next, and it will be a whole other week of the Clean Beauty 5x5. It's been a long week. I'm kind of tired, so I'm gonna check out. But if you're into this series, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and as always, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so that you know when a new video is live. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.